Hey guys, Stephen Bogren here from Pro Physique. Today what I want to talk about is 1 soda or 6 donuts. Ah! Hey everybody, hopefully you all can see my frustration with this crap. Let me explain to you. Let me break it down. What happened today? What I saw that just it got me triggered. Whew, mad, upset, annoyed, all that kind of crap. And so I'll link a picture of it. So I will show you what I've seen that bothered me so much. Because I saw it and I was immediately like, oh fuck, this is crap. And the end all point is there's some really terrible fucking advice out there being spouted from people, right? So boom, post. And it's essentially talking about sugars, right? And how 1 soda may have the same amount of sugar content as 6 donuts. Great. So here we are. We're demonizing sugar again, first and foremost. Fine, sugar's an asshole. It's a bastard. Forget the fact that, higher sugar foods tend to be more calorie dense, tend to have higher calorie counts, tend to be easier to overeat, tend to increase in higher calorie intake in general. Overconsumption. Right? And that's what I really want to talk about. Okay? So a lot of people, they're getting too concerned over things like sugar's the devil. Or as Baba Boucher's mama will say, sugar is the devil. Right? So, is there something wrong with sugar? Because 1 soda and 6 donuts sure as hell are not the same calorie count. It ain't the same. It's not. So mad. It's just not the same. Most donuts are probably going to be around 300 calories a piece. A soda is probably going to be around 200 calories, right? So 6 donuts versus 1 soda are most certainly not the same thing, especially if we're talking about weight maintenance, calorie intake, and body composition, right? Now, if you think that the difference of a couple grams of sugar is going to make a bigger impact than the difference of, 1,000 calories, we have some explaining to do, Lucy. We have some explaining to do, okay? It's just not the same, right? That overage in calories way outweighs the sugar difference, right? So, for a lot of people, they're like, well, sugar's wrong. Sugar spikes insulin. Yeah, sugar can spike insulin because it goes into the bloodstream pretty quick, but there are a couple ways that you can work around that. So, if you're going to eat sugary foods, things that are going to spike insulin, what you can do is you can have those before a workout. When you are working out, something called GLUT4 happens, right? And I remember Dr. Campbell explained it as octopus arms, blah, right? So it's octopus arms out of your muscle cells, taking the glucose into your muscle cells and using them for fuel. Now, when that is activated, insulin levels come down. Why? Because GLUT4 is doing the exact same job, right? Old octopus army glute man, he's doing the same thing, right? So, it's like when you were gonna do your homework, but your buddy did your homework for you because he knows that you're dumb, and then you didn't have to do it anyways. That's not how I got through school. Anyways, so sugar not necessarily the worst thing ever, right? Overconsumption probably and most likely for the vast majority of individuals going to be the bigger concern, okay? So the hard part is these things get our attention, right? It's like, oh, I can have 6 donuts instead of 1 soda. Here is my big point, right? The industry lies. It's trying to sell you something. It's trying to get you to click on a link. It's trying to give you information that's going to woo you and wow you and And it's just not the case. Because at some point we all know deep down, like, good food tends to help maintain weight better, like good food, because it's less calorie dense. It's harder to overeat. We're getting good micronutrients, right? Now, this is compounded by, like, we don't necessarily want to undereat. We don't always want to chronically diet. We want to make sure that our diet is maintainable. And yes, it can get complex, and I get it. There's a lot of stuff out there that makes it very, very confusing and very, very complex for a lot of us out here. And so what I want you to realize first and foremost, that yes, there are a lot of things that can influence how your body retains weight. There are a lot of things that can influence your metabolism, right? Genetics are a big one. Hormones, yes, they can influence them. But at the end of the day, regardless of how many things are influencing them, we still have a set, like, maintenance calories, right? And that's going to move around day to day. Yes, it's not a hard number. Yes, hormones can push it up. Yes, hormones can push it down. Yes, caffeine can have effect. Yes, but we know that if we eat a set amount of caffeine, or a set amount of calories, yes, let's eat a set amount of caffeine. If we eat a set amount of calories per day and our weight does not go up or down, that is our maintenance calories. If we eat more calories than that, we're going to gain weight. If we eat less calories than that, we should be losing weight. Yes, the body can fight things. Yes, the body can be weird. Yes, your last diet has a big impact on that. Yes, lots of questions that need to be answered. But at the end of the day, we have to be very cognizant and aware of our calorie count. Things like this 100% can get us off of our calorie count or our macronutrient goals, because they are very, very misleading. 6 donuts does not equal 1 soda. It just doesn't. You want to get caught up on sugar? Alright, it might have the same amount of sugar depending on what you're getting. But remember, sugar is not the main culprit of poor health and everything else that's happening, right? Overconsumption is a much larger contributor to those things, right? People who are in shape, who have higher sugar intakes, still likely less likely than those that are obese for things like diabetes and other kinds of health implications that are going to be associated with that. So remember, don't always buy the shit they're trying to sell you. 1 donut, 1 soda, 10 sodas, 10 donuts, they're all different. It's all different. And remember, guys, yes, it can be complex, but we want to start with the basics. Calories first, macronutrients, exercise, am I gaining weight, am I losing weight? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't allow somebody to try and sell you magic diety goodness. Okay? Because there is no magic diety goodness, right? We have principles that we know work. We know how human physiology works. Human physiology isn't changing, guys. So when you see some shit that sounds like it's too good to be true, like you could get rid of 1 soda for 6 donuts and eat 6 donuts a day and not have any poor health implications, send that shit out the window. Okay? And that's it. That's my rant. That's done. Talk to you soon.